Okay, we're going to start shortly. Won't take long today. So guys, your exams is for very soon. So let me so CCNA1 normally first day we should have finished. So this coming first day. So today is Tuesday. Thursday will be finished. Saturday we meet again at VO. 1 second. Yeah, so today we're going to do ICMP. It's very short and transport layers, very short. And Thursday we finish with 3. Yeah, so that we are done with the theory. So when we finish with the theory, your exam will be, so yourself, so next week, Tuesday and Thursday, we don't have class for you to make your revisions. So the whole next week, we don't have class. We don't have a meeting at any, no. So when we meet again at, 1 second, Mowbray Hall, Mowbray. Sorry. So Mowbray, it's 10, 7, 17, and 31st. I made a mistake. So we meet, let me post again in the WhatsApp group. I made a mistake at Mowbray. Saturday 17. And Saturday 31st. Okay. So this week we meet again at Mowbray, and the last meeting at Mowbray will be with 31st. So the whole next week we don't have class at all, and the last week here maybe we'll have a quick meeting on the 27th just to guide you for the exam, and the exam will be open for 2 days. So it's up to you to do it. So please finish your chapter exams. Finish your chapter exams so that week 1, I'm going to post everything in the WhatsApp group. Week 1, Tuesday, the 3rd of June, we start CCNA2. So with theory, we do normal weekdays. And if we meet Saturdays for practicals, we're going to add, we're going to discuss. So normally June we don't meet any Saturdays. But July, I think we'll meet July the 5th and July the 19th, we meet at Sea Point Hall. So I'm going to post all this information in the WhatsApp group. So please do your chapter exams. I'm going to check here. So your class is no. Yeah, this is your class. And yeah, your class. So your first exam is this one after chapter 1, 2, 3. Normally this one should be finished. Let me check if people are doing the exams. Or you don't do exam. So if you don't do your exam, you want the system will not mark you as pass. Huh? So if I go to chapter the first exam, 8 people only did. And 28 people did it. So please do your chapter exams. If you don't do the system, do you see here print certificate? The certificate is printed only when all chapter exams are done, the final exam and the survey are done, and the teacher who is me must confirm that indeed you did attend the sessions, you did ABCD, I'm happy, then I click teacher also is happy, then the system can generate. The second exam, only 5 people. The third exam, even no one even did it. And so please do your exams. Huh? Do your exams. You must stop eating fufu and ngai. You must focus also on uh, yeah. So please. If not, the system will not generate anything. Okay, so if I come here, so your first exam, let me go here, 100. After chapter 1, 2, 3, normally you should have done your exam. After chapter 4, 5, 6, 7, you should have done the second exam. Chapter 8, 9, 10, third exam. 11, 12, 13, that we'll do today. So please do your chapter exams. If not, the system will not generate any certificate. So today will be a quick one. It's about ICMP and close always. ICMP, what is ICMP? So it's in networking, you sometimes need to test connectivity. The same thing for a cell phone. If you want to call someone, you dial the number, and if it rings, it means the person is at least there. And if the person picks up the phone, you can communicate. The same thing with IT. To check if the destination is available, we do what we call a ping. Uh, Ping, I'm going to show you now. We do what we call a ping. And for troubleshooting, there is also something called trace route. I'm going to show you quickly here. Yeah, so as a network engineer, you should know these two tools, ping and trace route. So ICMP is used to test network connectivity. Sometimes you say, I want to connect to, let's say, I don't know, let's say capetown.com or capetown.co.za. I cannot connect. Then you can use this tool to make sure that capetown.com, the server, the remote server is available. You can ping or you can also trace the route. Ping is what, for example, I'm going to show you something. So our engineers for Saturday, the engineer who lost the password, next Saturday, you must make sure you find the key, else you'll get fired for your company. At least I send you a link for the videos. So watch it many times and someone will use this trick to fix that. That's why I say you must always document your stuff, always document. So you see me here, for example, anything I do, for example, I document, I put somewhere nicely. If I go to this PC, I go to LNA, see, table, I document, you must always document anything you do. Must always save it nicely somewhere. So ping is what? Is a tool to check if the destination is available. So here, for example, I want to ping, let's say Pretoria news. I want to open that news. So ping. Pretoria. I'm not sure if you're still there. I didn't check them for many years. .co.za. You're still around. You see? It means pinging. I'm trying to connect to Pretoria news. And this is their address. You see? I didn't know the address, but I know the name. So in IT, there is a server or there is a service to translate the name in IP. We call it what? DNS. DNS. So you must always be curious in IT. You can go to YouTube and you type DNS. DNS meaning. And this website, we explain a lot of things, so you can check that. So we must always be curious in IT. Do some research. Try to understand. Try to, yeah. Nothing, if you don't understand, Google is there, YouTube is there. Do your research. What is DNS? You must know it. So the DNS is a system in IT to change the name in IP. Why we do so? Because normally, I'm going to copy the IP address, you see. Normally, if you want to check something in the web browser, remember, IT, we need IP addresses. We understand only IP, not names. You see, I press enter. So when I press enter, okay, my It seems like my router has blocked that, but I'm going to open again. So sometimes also, if you want to reach something, you also get some error message. This one has a meaning. You can also do some research. Error 404. You open your youtube.com, meaning error 404. Press enter. You see, you must always do some research. You see, always do some research. So I'm going to tap Pretoria News. So it's the DNS who does that. So it's a system to change the name to the IP address. Pretoria News, are they still there? Are they still there? So if I click here and I type HTTPS, okay, it seems like my IP is not. This site can provide secure connection. Uses an important protocol. Error SSH version. Okay, I'm going to try another thing. HTTP. Okay, it seems like my web browser doesn't support. I'm going to try something else like cisco.com. Ping cisco.com. See, when I ping cisco.com, automatically my DNS server will change that name to the IP to use it and to find the remote PC. See? So if I type ipconfig space /all, also anything in IT, you don't understand, you copy, you go to Google. Meaning, copy this one, YouTube, meaning this IP/all. You see, so you have a lot of tutorials around. You see, this guy explained nicely also. So anything you didn't understand, write it down. When you have free time, you Google it, you do, and you document. So if I go by my side, I press enter, is to view the properties of my network adapter. To go to internet, I need, if I want to use my Wi-Fi, you see here, I need Wi-Fi interface card that is in my laptop. So when I click on it, it's going to give me some information about my network interface card. You see, so it will see description. You see Wi-Fi, the name, my physical address for the switch. You see my DHCP. We did it last time. Assign automatic IP address, my normal layer 3 IP address or my logical address, my subnet mask. You see here, it's the default one. So there is no subnetting. And you see my DNS. So if you don't have DNS, if you type here cisco.com, nothing will appear because the system doesn't understand the names. So if you have DNS, you say, you want to go to cisco.com. I know the IP address. Use it to go there. You see? So it will DNS who does that. Oh, I don't know what happened. I just got disconnected. Okay, please confirm that if you can still see my screen, you can hear me.
Yes, now we can see. I
Okay,
can see.
you can see. Okay, thank you. Thank you, Rachel. Engineer Rachel, Saturday you must find the password for the switch. I'm going to call someone to fix it. So please watch the videos how to recover a lost or a forgotten password. It's very, very important. So you have the videos, I send you a link, watch them many times, check on Google, and Saturday, yeah, we'll find it. And I'm going to also print some questions. You have 3 groups, one group, one device, and you're going to do a competition. I'm going to see who is the winner. So Saturday when you arrive, choose who you want, make your team, and we're going to have a competition. I'm going to give you a short test, like configure the host name, all the same thing we did. And I'm going to see who will do it nicely and quicker. So what else we do? Yeah, so I'm saying if you type cisco.com, that cisco.com, the system, your web browser doesn't understand. The web browser understand IP addresses. So the DNS will use that name and change it to find the correct IP address of the remote server for your web browser to contact. So you see. So if I type that ping of cisco.com, I press enter, cisco.com, you see, see 0% loss. It means I sent 4 packets. The destination did receive the 4 packets and you return them to me. So there is no packet loss. It means we can communicate. You see, a reply I sent, and he did the reply. The 4 packet, he replied the first packet and the 4 packet, he replied all of them to me. It means, so like I dialed your number 4 times. And anytime I dial, it rings. It means we can communicate. Now it's up to you to pick up the phone. Or, so ping is only a tool to check connectivity. Now, trace route is to check all the stops. For example, you want to go to Pretoria using uh, Greyhound, uh, Greyhound routes, Greyhound stops, Cape Town to Pretoria. I like using it a lot because I was in Pretoria at first before coming to Cape Town. So from time to time I go back and so we're going to check something. Okay, let's say I go tomorrow and no return. Are you from where? From Cape Town, Cape, from Cape Town to Pretoria. And I'm going tomorrow. I press search. And the system will tell me it's 500. In the old days, it was 1.2, 800. It was nice, clean. Nowadays, it's a bit old now. Anyway, select route. This select route is going to show me something else. Mhm. Okay, in fact, it's going to display all the stops. So when you leave Cape Town, you'll stop at Belleville to pick up some guys. From Belleville, you go to, I think, Worcester, something. And from there, so the trace route will list all the stops. For example, Pretoria News, so trace the route. So if you use a Cisco, you tap route. But here, because I'm using my laptop, the route is RT. And I tap Pretoria News. So I want my PC to reach the remote server, a web server called Pretoria News. I press enter, and the packet, the system will show me all the packet, all the stops, you see. So the packet will leave my router, my Wi-Fi router first, and it's busy, and the system is busy checking. I'm going to cancel. Okay, let's wait. You see now, you see now. Now it goes somewhere. I think my ISP, you see rain. My ISP is rain. You see now it goes to Vodacom. And from Vodacom, it goes a lot of places. See? So it's going to display all the routers. The packet will go through until it reaches destination. That's the... So if after rain here, nothing is found, it means there is a problem here. And I'm going to call rain. Hi guys, rain. I can see that when my packet arrives at you, it's blocked or nothing happens. Can you please check by your side? Then this guy, we're going to check what is wrong and open so that you can continue. So traceroute is a tool for troubleshooting. You can also go to YouTube, meaning traceroute, trace RT, sorry, trace RT or traceroute if you want to. You see traceroute. So this guy we explained very well. You see ping and traceroute. Always do some research. So especially this one, basic network commands. This one is very important. I think this one I'll send it to you. So you cannot be an IT technician or a network engineer if you don't know all these. And let me check. You see these ones. You should know ipconfig, ipconfig/all, ns lookup, ping, traceroute. You see. So if you use Windows or your laptop, it's trace RT for root. If you use a router or a switch, you tap the whole root. You see. So it's extremely important. I'm going to send you this. So that's all for this chapter. Anything else is a lot of explanation, but the main thing you should know, what is ping, what is traceroute. That's all. We have two tools for troubleshootings and to test connectivity. Done. Anything else in NetAcad is more explanation than At our time, in 2000, when we started IT, we didn't have internet. It was only books. You buy your book, Even to buy a laptop, it was a lot of money. Let's say 100,000 rand, no one could afford. PCs, very expensive, very expensive. We only had to go to internet cafe. You need to pay per hour. So we had books only. But you guys nowadays, you have internet, you have always YouTube, and so please take advantage of that. And we even didn't have NetAcad. You buy your books and you go, you register, we give you your books, go read by your own. Eh? Old CCNA book. I remember I had two books, you see, and you go study, yes, so you see these books. In the old days, before internet and NetAcad, when you register, you pay, they give you your books, go study by yourself. You see, yeah, these books, go study by yourself. No NetAcad, no internet, no nothing, only books. See? But nowadays, you have YouTube, Google, and NetAcad. So, yeah. And no one is there to explain to you. Huh? You must understand yourself. Yeah, so that was in the old days. Okay, so we are done for chapter 13. What you need to know here is ping and trace route, two tools to, and there are two tools used for troubleshooting. I'll post the link for this video to you so that yeah. Now the transport layer, remember our OSI model. Now we are back to the uh, we are back to our OSI model. Yeah, so we did the physical layer, the bit and the cabling and media. We did layer 2, data link layer, where we deal with frames of a physical address of a MAC address. We did study anything related to a switch, the two component, how the MAC address table is built, the command to view all the port on the switch, the processing, the two ways, store and forward or cut through, how the switch processes MAC addresses or frames. We for now we are still in the network layer. So today we are done a bit with the network layer. Anything related to IP, anything related to a router, anything related to network layer, ARP. So ARP, I think we're going to do that again. I'm going to explain to you maybe on Saturday quick. Basic router configuration. So always is layer 3. Anything related to IP is layer 3. The router is responsible for that. Anything for Ethernet switching, you see. Switch. Yeah, this one for the switch. So the ARP is what? It's just a system. I know my destination IP, but I don't know my destination MAC address. So I need that. So I'm going to broadcast, hi guys, I need to go to Pretoria, but I don't know where to buy the bus ticket. You see, okay, we know where you want to go. So if you want to buy the ticket, go there. You see. Then so it's a system to give you the MAC address that you don't know for a destination IP you know. That's all, nothing else. So also here, you can do, you can read in NetAcad. Normally all information are in NetAcad, but also you can do some quick research to add more meaning ARP, meaning ARP. You see. So this guy, he explained a lot of nice things. So me, I like them. Sometimes when I need to prepare something, I go there, I watch maybe 3 or 4 videos, and you see. So it's very good to do this research. And you make your own note, your own documentation, your own summary after you. So the transport layer, so now, where are we? Now we're going to study with transport layer. So next week, no, not next week. Thursday, we're going to finish these guys. These three, we're going to finish them. It's only some readings. I'll try to make it short, simple for you. So I was explaining for students who log on late. Thursday, we finish all the theory. We last 3 chapters remaining. Saturday, the 17th, we all meet at Mowbray Hall from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. Next week, we don't have class at all. Use that time to finish all your chapter exams. Many people are not doing the chapter exams. Finish all your chapter exams, and yeah, maybe I will open the exam, your final exam, maybe Friday. I'll open on Friday and I'll close it on Saturday. So if you go in your NetAcad, normally guys, after chapter 1, 2, 3, this exam should be done. Please do it. If you don't do, the system will not generate your certificate. After chapter 4, 5, 6, 7, you have another checkpoint exam. You must do it. After chapter 8, 9, 10, you have also a checkpoint exam. You must finish. 11, 12, 13, checkpoint exam. And you see. So next week, no class at all. Please use that to clear all your chapter exams.
Sorry, Mr. Max. We didn't
Yes.
do chapter 8 and 9.
Chapter 9 is what I just explained to you, ARP. It's only in 1 minute. I know my
We skipped 8
destination.
and 9.
Yeah, I know my destination MAC IP address, but I don't know the MAC address. So there is a system in the network that will help you to find your destination MAC address for your packet to travel in the network. Done, finished. That's why I say, if you go to YouTube, you tap meaning of ARP, and you'll see some quick, nice and short videos explaining that. 4 minutes, we explain properly everything. Instead of reading the whole NetAcad if you want to. Here, 8 minutes, we explain properly. You see. Here, even 21 seconds explain, done. You see. Meaning of ARP. You see. So quick. I want to go to Pretoria. I know my destination, but where to buy the ticket, I don't know. Then people will say, you know what? If you want to go to buy ticket, go that place. Thank you. I go there, I buy my ticket, then I can go. It's the same thing, nothing else. You see here, 1 minute, done. You see. So chapter 9, it's something very short, nothing special there. Chapter 8, network layer, we did that. We did chapter 8. If you were not there, then you can go to the recordings. You can go to the recordings, YouTube. So please don't delay. That's why I always tell students, study a minimum of 2 hours per day. And you go to playlist, and you go to CCNA1, and you will check chapter, for example, chapter 9. Maybe I have, okay, chapter 8. You have to chapter 8, you can check. I need to remove one. You can check. Normally, chapter 9 I don't do because it's only 1 minute. You also have another chapter 8 here. Now it is chapter 9 and 10 here. So if you miss something, all the recording that we do, I post them here. I post them here. For example, someone who missed subnetting, it's here, chapter 11. Yeah, so sometimes some chapters are very short, like what we did now. ICMP, normally 5 minutes. What is ping? What is traceroute? Finished. You see. What is the most important? It was especially IPv4. That one. Basic router config, basic switch config, number system, and a bit of security that we'll do on Thursday. That's the most important. Transport layer, we have two protocols there, TCP and UDP. It's like you come from Tanzania and you want to send a parcel. Maybe you got your certificate and you want to send them to your parent, to a parent. How are you going to send them? You have normal South African post office. You drop your envelope, your parcel there. What happened that side, if it goes or not, you have no clue. It's not secured. We call it UDP. It can reach destination or not, or when, no one knows. But yeah, you can use South African post office. We call it UDP. Or you say, me, I want my document to arrive safely. I'm going to use DHL. I'm going to pay for it. So you can trace the route. You say, okay, 11, your parcel has been collected. The following day, your parcel is in the plane to go to Tanzania. After that, at 2 p.m., your parcel has arrived at, you see, so you can follow, and this one is more secured. So in transport layer, we only have two things. It's very transport layer. Transport layer, see, you have a choice between TCP, DHL, more secured, everything will arrive safely. If you lose your packet, they can refund you. If you use UDP, South African Post Office, if it's lost, finished. You cannot complain. We don't know where it is. It's no one business, and we don't care about you. But if you use TCP or DHL, we'll check what is inside, the value, what. If it's lost, it will refund you. Or you can resend free of charge. So for packets to leave source to go to destination, this protocol will transport your packet. Do you want in a secure way? TCP. Do you want to use quicker or I don't know, not secure way? UDP. So we have some protocols in IT that will use each of them. We have some protocol I'm going to show you here. So which protocol use TCP, which one is used UDP? We're going to check for you. I'll show you. So you see here, for example, we have the transport layer. Some protocols, they need to be very secured. You cannot play around with South African Post Office. Like FTP, File Transfer Protocol, when you want to transfer file from A to B. HTTP, the web. Emails, when we send our emails, it must be secured. You cannot lend to someone else's mailbox, see your stuff. No, it's TCP. UDP, we have TFTP and DNS. For us, we don't need to touch them. It's automatically done in the system. But because we are network engineer, we need to understand deeper what's happening. You see. So the transport layer include the TCP and the UDP protocol. TCP, more secured, more reliable. This guy is the opposite. You can reach destination or not. If your packets are lost, that's your own problem. You see. So normally, application that, yeah, okay, we check something else for you to understand. So TCP means transmission control protocol. You want to transmit something, TCP. So you can read this one, is very important. So if you understand South African Post Office and DHL, it's exactly the same thing in IT. So everything you send to reach destination, everything is well secured. Okay, what else you need to know? Now this is UDP. So we have connection less and we have connection oriented. So connectionless, it means if I want to dial your number, maybe I want to call Tefo. If I dial his number, before I speak to him, he must pick up the phone. So we call it connection oriented. Before communication starts, both ends, source and destination, must start say, hello, hello, how are you, how are you? Then we can talk. We call it connection oriented. Connectionless, I want to speak to Tefo. I don't care if he's there or not. I start dial his number and start speaking. You can see yourself that it's not good. You see. So UDP is connectionless. Is going to arrive or no, it's none of my business. You see. So UDP, you can also read this one. Also with TCP, when your parent will receive your parcel, DHL will send you a message or an email to say your parent has received your parcel. You have an acknowledgement. But with UDP, even if you receive or not, there is no acknowledgement. So you can still check this one and we continue. Okay, we continue shortly. Okay, this guy is coming off soon. Need to charge it. Yeah, so here you have some examples of some applications in IT. As I say, for us human beings, we don't need to touch anything. In the system, each applications knows automatically which protocol to use. Like if you configure emails, automatically they know that we need to use TCP. Anything from the web, automatically they know. It automatically done. So for us, we don't need to touch or to choose or no, no, no. We just need to know about it to understand in case we have to troubleshoot. We know where to go, what to do. So this picture is very important. So you can check that. So that's the way it is in IT. This course is a very good one. You know a lot of stuff. That's why it's very well paid. Maybe in Africa, we don't pay people well, but in Europe and America, Canada, we are extremely very well paid. That's why a lot of engineers will leave to go to these places. For you see. So it's an international course. It's the same thing we do for all people in US, Canada, Europe, Asia. It's the same training. That's why at CPUT it's very expensive, 50. If you go to College of Cape Town, 40. It's very expensive. Okay, that's all. So TCP. So now here, if you understand DHL and post office, done. Now in Netacad, you'll get extra info. For example, TCP features, establishes a station. That's why I say it's connection oriented or session oriented. It's more reliable delivery. You see, like DHL, it's very secured. If you go to, yeah, okay, here it's other stuff. You don't need to, you can just read and have a look. That's all. Don't spend so much time here. No, this one don't spend too much. And some application, what is very important, what are some application using TCP? You have HTTP, FTP, the mail, simple mail transfer. So if you don't know all this stuff, Google them. Meaning of FTP, or go to YouTube, do some research, you see. So this one is for TCP, like DHL. Now we're going to do the same thing for UDP, some features. If you lose your packet, if your post office is not responsible, we tell you you're not responsible. No session establishment. Yeah. So it's up to you if you want to use that. Okay, here's some extra info, and some application using UDP. We have DHCP, DNS, EFTP, voice over IP, video conferencing. So you can read this one, it's important. Okay, so we'll get time to compare the transport layer, layer 4. What's the difference between TCP and UDP? That's all. Now, so you see these applications. If so, on my if in your network or your PC need, for example, to use, for example, so I'm going to show you here TCP emails, because we have so many applications. How your laptop or your network interface card will know who is who. So we're going to divide them in parking lots. FTP will use port or door number 25. So anything related to emails will go via port or door or gate 25. If you want to do remote sessions, you'll use door or gate 22 or port 22. So anything, any application has its door so that the traffic will not mess up. You see, emails will use parking lots, HTTP, anything related to the web. You see, everything is well divided. So we call them port numbers. Very important in IT. Port numbers. I'll try to make it very simple for you. This one, it's extremely important. You know, you need to know by heart. Not now, but at the end of CCNA, you should know them. It's very important for troubleshootings, job interviews, and exams. FTP, and if you want to send a file, and for example, you're uploading your data to Google Drive, it's a file transfer. You're transferring a file. They use port 20, port 20 or 21. If you want to remotely connect to your office stuff, it will be port 22. Telnet, I did send you a link for Telnet and SSH, port 23. Anything related to email, port 25. Anything related to DNS, to change the name to IP, port 53. Anything related to DHCP server, I need an IP or I need to renew my IP address, it's via port 767 and so forth. So anything in IT is well organized in port numbers. You should know, I think there are 10 or 12. You should know all of them. Which one is using TCP? Which one is using TCP or UDP? So have a look for now, and you'll understand more when you go to CCNA 3. Okay, so it's something that you should keep in mind, that any IT engineers, like we are medical doctors, that's why this guy, we study 6 years minimum to get a master in health science, 6 years. Then if you want to specialize in eyes or ladies giving birth or skin, you add 4 extra years to be a specialist. So any IT engineers, we go through CCNA first. And after that, we add cybersecurity, AI, or what. You cannot do AI or cybersecurity if you don't know the basics. Basics are CCNA. IT Essential is to welcome to the IT world. CCNA now is the foundation, and from there you can grow. Okay, normally that's all for today. Something very important for TCP, we call it the three handshake. Let me check. Yeah, the three-way handshake. Extremely important for a network engineer. Job interview, you put on your CV, I know CCNA. Can you please explain to me what is three-way handshake? 1, 2, 3, or 1, 2, 3. Before I speak to Shakin and to Musa Sakina, I say, Sakina, are you there? If there is no answer, there is no reply, it means I cannot communicate with her. But if she says, yes, Mr. Max, I'm here, I'm available, what do you want? And I'm going to say, okay, because you are here, okay, can you please explain to me, you see? So TCP is very secured. Before I send a message, I need to make sure my destination is available for us to agree to communicate. UDP, I drop my message, my envelope at South African Post Office. I go home. What's happening there? It's none of my problem. But TCP, I make sure that before I send, my destination is available for us to communicate. So here, hello, Musa Sakina, are you there? Then number 2, she's going to reply, yes, Mr. Max, I'm available. What do you want today? He said, okay. I just want to find out, have you done your homeworks? You see, we call it a 3-way handshake. You cannot be a network technician, network engineer if you don't know that. We don't touch it, but we try to understand how it works. So please read this one, very important. Okay, so we call it also a 3-way handshake. So you can also read this one, very important. We are done in 2 minutes. We are done for today in 2 minutes only. Okay, that's all. Anything else? And you have a nice video explaining the 3-way handshake. And yeah, anything else you can skip. Yeah, anything else. The day you have time, you can watch, but not too much important for now. I like make it very simple for you to understand what is very important to know. Anything else is extra. Okay, all of this stuff you can skip. Yeah. Yeah, you can read this one. A quick summary. So this the transport layer is the link between these two protocols, TCP, UDP. Some explanation about TCP, UDP. Each application process running on a service configured to use a port number. And you can assign it manually or automatically done. Yeah, that's all. That's the main important thing you should know. Okay, anything else is a filler of readings, not important. So for your final exam, I'll open it on a Thursday, on a Friday with 30th in the morning, and I'll close it Saturday night. So we have 2 days to do it. You can do it many times until you get a good mark. So I open Friday morning, I close it Saturday, and Sunday, you'll get your certificate if you pass everything, and also if you're up to date with your payment. Normally CCNA1, if I go here, Control N, so to get your certificate for CCNA1, you should have paid 2 and 2. Then you'll get your certificate if for CCNA1. If it's not finished, the day you finish, I will issue it. Not, but you can still continue CCNA2. So please try to keep it. You'll get your certificate for CCNA2 if you finish. If you finish everything, then the system, because it's me, the final word, it belongs to me. Is the teacher happy for that student to get the certificate? I say yes. Then now CCNA3, you must finish. So even if you don't finish, continue until when you finish, I'll say, okay, you have finished this part. This is your certificate for this part. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay, that's one. So yeah, this is it.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Max.
Yes.
Which Friday? You said you gonna open on Friday. Which Friday? This coming Friday or
Now Friday, I'm going to post in the WhatsApp group. Friday, the last Friday of the month.
of the month? Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm going to post now in the group, the WhatsApp group. What is that saying? So exam, final exam. So first, you must do a end of course survey. Yes. Always, if you don't do it, the system will not also generate your certificate. See, at the end here, you have end of course survey. You must do it first. I post in the group, do end of course survey. Do the final exam. Final exam. Now, I'll say final exam will be, I'm posting WhatsApp. Open Friday. Friday is what? The last Friday of the month. The 30th May, and closed Saturday. Open, okay, it's 00. That we may hear. Any questions? So that's the way it is. So Thursday will be finished the last 3 chapters. It's not difficult, it's short ones. Yeah. How do you write Saturday? 31st May. Yeah. at 73000. Yeah, so that's the way it is, guys. So you can do it many times. You can do it many times. Okay, guys, thank you so much for today. We are almost done for CCNA1. CCNA2 it will be also CCNA2. We'll do basic device configuration, the same thing for CCNA1. We'll go deeper for the switching. Then we'll go deeper for the router. Then we'll do a bit of wireless. So CCNA2 is more switching, more routing, and wireless. That's why when you say, I know CCNA, people, we have respect for you. That's what's happening really in IT environment. Thank you very much, guys. Enjoy your evening. And we'll be meeting again on Thursday, 6:30.
Thank